I'm trekking Kailash, my friends, right now. I'm approximately 5,600 meters above elevation, above sea level. I've said this is the peak 3-4 times already, but it's not. I hope that's the peak. I'm pretty sure it is. And this video is about the dangers of climbing Kailash, trekking Kailash, going around Kailash, and also in general, the dangers of high altitude trekking. My Sherpa tells me that the highest you can survive without oxygen in elevation is about 7,000 feet. That's probably if you're some super prepared person. I don't see that happening for myself, but I don't plan to go that high. This is as high as it's gonna get for me. Kailash. But 5,500, 600, 700, already problems start. And I've witnessed 2 problems already. One problem is, one older man, he was here pretty much where I am, and he passed out. Didn't know what was happening, just his world started turning, fainted, and someone had to pick him up and carry him on his back. And they're carrying him down to lower altitudes. So I got to touch him, I got to feel the man, because he was getting on another person's back and I had to adjust. No one else was helping. And I felt okay. This is just an old man. He fainted, but he has lots of life inside of him, and he's gonna make it. 99% sure. Chances are very good. He's gonna be all right. So, after seeing that, after touching him, and touching his arm, I suddenly got such a huge boost of energy. It's like, oh, elevation is no problem for me anymore. I don't know why or why that is, but that is. So, I'm walking. It's currently basically flat terrain. That's why I can talk to you and walk and not have to stop every 5 minutes or 5 seconds. Second danger, which you're probably going to see in a moment, is someone carrying a little boy, maybe 7, 8, 9 years old. I saw him, he's sitting, his mom is ignorant as hell, doesn't even know what she's doing. She's smiling, thinking that he's joking around or something, or playing. The kid is hypoxic. Or at least that's the signs he's displaying. He doesn't know what he's doing, he's delirious. People are giving him oxygen, he takes the cap off the oxygen. Maybe that's his personality, maybe he's just a little like that. Or maybe lack of oxygen makes people do things like that. You don't know what you're doing. You start behaving in funny ways. So, just, there's no shortage. There's a landslide going there, or rock slide. Lots of rumbling sounds, like thunder. So there's no shortage of ignorance, coming back to my talking point. On this planet, no shortage of ignorance on the planet. People are freaking ignorant of everything. And it pisses me off that the planet is so full of ignorance. I can't live with ignorance in myself, that's why I'm striving hard. Doing whatever I'm doing, going to this place freaking 6 kilometers in the air. What the hell am I doing here? Nothing. Kailash is the place where you get the maximum amount of benefits. Quote that, underline that, put it on a t-shirt, put it in a book, put it wherever you want, on your underwear. That's the place to get the most maximum benefits out of any place on earth. You can live in a gold factory, that has benefits. You working with gold, wow. You can be the son of a baker, that also has benefits. You get to eat bread every day, fresh bread. You can be the president of the United States, that also has massive benefits. You can be in charge of a temple, great benefits. Where is the most benefits on earth? Kailash. You go here, you will reap the maximum benefits that are possible on planet Earth, that you're capable of reaping. Anywhere. In this solar system, actually. Probably. So, come back to ignorance, and this lady, ignorant, reminds me of my parents in my childhood, how I was raised. Parents didn't know what they were doing. You just don't know what you're doing. It's not that you're doing something evilly. That's another very bad thing. But you just don't know. It's like, there's things that you know that you don't know. That's smart and sane to know what you don't know. And there's also things that you don't know that you don't know. Like, for example, things that you know that you don't know. Maybe you know that you can't swim. So you don't approach water, obviously, right? That would be very, very ignorant of you and stupid to go jump in water when you know you can't swim. But what if you didn't know you couldn't swim and you see this beautiful thing called water, oh my god, and you just jump in? Huh? Game over, the end for you. So I'm gonna sit down now and rest because it's getting a little bit more intense. So maybe you're asking, oh, what's your precaution for being in a place like this? There's no precaution except to have oxygen tanks, some emergency oxygen, which I haven't really had to use it for emergency purposes, but I've used it just to try it out, and worked great. So luckily they were giving him oxygen, little boy, and I hope that they both make it. The little boy was struggling very badly. That's unfortunate. So that's the dangers of Kailash, my friends. That's the dangers of trekking here. If you want to go and walk around this mountain, it takes 3 days, 56 kilometers or more, something like this. Highest elevation of 5,600 feet. You have to walk 1 kilometer, like this I'm walking. Incline, 1 kilometer. And it's dangerous. You have to be prepared. You have to know how to handle low oxygen. You have to acclimatize. That's very important. What does acclimatizing mean? Well, you spend 2, 3, 4 days in a place with 2,000 feet, 2,000 meters of elevation. Then you go up higher, 3,000, you spend a few days there. Then you go up higher, 4,000, you spend a few days there. All the while, you take Diamoxide, or Diamox, or whatever. This medication, high altitude medication, is fantastic. And then slowly you increase until you can actually handle something like this, which is what I've done. Thankfully, I have the group that I'm with. They're wise enough and smart enough to do this. So, yesterday I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to have to turn around, but there's no turning around for me anymore. I have to go up. And yeah, God forbid anything happens to me. I hope the Sherpas don't take me back. They take me forward. Because just past this elevation is a downward hill, and it all goes downhill from there until we reach the south face of Kailash, which currently, well, you can't see it, but we're essentially walking on the east face of Kailash.